We are on. This is the election eve, and I know for the past, it hasn't been 4 years for me, because I know what to expect, but the past 90 days, I've been ready for the day. I've been ready for tomorrow. I'm ready for it. I make sure I handle my business. I got my ballot. I put my vote in and dropped it right off. I don't mess around with the United States Postal Service. They're making them people work extra hard, but making it more difficult by dealing with taking out them sorting machines and removing boxes. So I just went and dropped it right off to the folks, and then I tracked it like 3 or 4 days later. It was there and approved. You get your vote in?
Yeah, we did an early vote.
That's what I'm talking
about. We went, stood in line, took the kids with us. 2.5 hours, man. Got there right when it was open. It was already aligned when we got there when the poll opened. So from about 9 o'clock, and then we walked out at 11:30.
2.5 hours.
And
should it be that hard to vote? Should it be that hard to vote?
You know what? I'll say this. I don't mind waiting 2.5 hours to vote.
No. That's not the question. That's not the question. It's worth it.
I don't consider that to be hard. I think what's hard is when, like, we have multiple places throughout Chicago to go early vote, right? Mm-hmm. So depending on where you live, you got options. I think what makes it difficult when you've got states that are reducing the number of places where people can go early vote, or where they can drop off their boxes or drop off their ballots. That's when it's hard. But staying in line for 2.5 hours to vote, that's not hard.
Well, when you're young, but what about if you're a senior or you have some sort of physical disability, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, should it be this hard? There are so many things that we can do online, and everyone trusts, right? Everyone trusts these things. What I'm saying is, if I can submit my taxes, which have all my pertinent information online,
you should be able to cast.
I should be able to cast a ballot. If I can make purchases with my credit card. I just recently reordered a new Social Security card online.
Mm-hmm.
I in the process of getting my clearance for my job, I ordered a new birth certificate online.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do all that PII, personal information, identifiable information, all that stuff online, and I can't
cast a ballot.
Can't cast a ballot?
Well, when you would prefer to cheat to win.
I didn't say that. You said it. I did not say that.
My bad. I didn't mean to say that.
What?
But my whole thing is that at the end of the day, I would rather lose playing right than to win by cheating.
I lose playing right than to win by cheating.
All I'm saying. I'm just saying. It's like anytime you got to stop people or put things into place to keep people from casting the vote, you up against something that you ain't done right.
Well, and then the other thing is that he made the statement of as soon as the election is over, our lawyers are going to be in there saying that the election is done, the polling stations have closed. That's when you stop counting. And traditionally, this is why it's a slap in the face to our military. Traditionally, they've been given a week to get their votes in. Some of them are overseas. We have U.S. citizens that are overseas and they vote that way as well. And his response was, they've had a month to do it. They should have done it in a month. Well, maybe they were waiting on more information. Maybe they were waiting to hear some of these super spreader events that you're having so they can gather more information up until the last minute. Why can't they wait until you're done spreading the virus? I mean, stumping for votes, and then cast the ballot the day of, and then get a week to get it over here. They're talking about going to have lawyers in there to stop the counting. And that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. They tried to. There's been a big push by the Republican Party to. Evidently, there's been a lot of money spent tying up some of these elections in officials or whatnot. Well, I don't know what you call them, stations in the courts to argue over certain things, like in Texas, where they had the drive-through voting. Because of the coronavirus, they set up those stations where people don't have to get out of the car. They drive through the tent. They move over the device to make cast your ballot, and you drive out. You don't have to get out of the car. You don't have to, whatever. And now they're trying to say 127,000 votes should be invalid because they broke the rules. But they had already done this in a primary. This isn't the first time that they've done it, and nobody had any problems then. And how is that a problem? Like, if you're pulling up and what's the difference? If I show you my ID outside the window of my car, who cares?
Like I said, he has the win by any means necessary mentality at this point. Did you see that they, he building a unscalable fence.
Yeah. To
prevent folks from uprising.
I want to say that's like Secret Service.
Well, I guess since he couldn't get the wall, this is the closest thing he could do. So he was gonna get a wall one way or the other.
Right.
Guess he can say at least he accomplished that in 4 years.
I am glad that I'll be working from home tomorrow, because I'm gonna watch every minute of CNN. And I do sometimes flip over to Fox just to hear the wild stuff.
Yeah.
I want to hear it. And then after a while I go, well, I can't take any more of it. Any more of the lies. Any more of the dog whistle racism. I can't do it, so I flip back to sanity.
You know what they need?
What?
They need just an automatic fact checker.
Hey, Gong Show.
It should just be automated. So every time somebody says something that's false or not true, it should just come across the bottom of the screen like lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
They should be this at what? It should be a dog collar, right? He's all like, you get shot every time you. Oh, that's what it should be.
It'd be something. Or every time you go to tell a lie, your mic just go mute.
Mute.
Like, I was walking on and then when I came home,
right. These dudes, they're pulling out all the stops, man. This dude talking about I love Texas after they harassed the Biden campaign bus, made him slow down to 20 miles an hour on the highway. Bunch of Trump flags out of these pickup trucks. One of them rammed another vehicle. Yeah. Now the FBI's looking into it, and your boy Trump's like, he's upset that the FBI is looking into it. What kind of leadership is that, man?
He and when he heard about it, I guess at his rally, whatever, he praised the behavior of it.
Yeah, I love Texas.
Yeah, but again, same person who basically said, when you're arresting somebody, don't take it easy on them.
Bang their head into the car. When
bang their head on the car.
Yeah. Oh, he's the worst.
I'm just saying,